What's going on, everyone? This is Impulse, and today, guys, I'm going to be giving you a tour of my Patron Season 4 server. As some of you may know, a couple weeks ago, we actually reset the Patron server, and we are now running Season 5, a brand new world. But before we completely move on from Season 4, I want to take a look at some of the amazing builds that the patrons did during the course of the Season 4 season. So we're going to go through a lot of the different builds here on the server and just really admire the work that went in by all the wonderful patrons here. And this is kind of where it all starts off. This is the spawn town, or spawn area, I should say. 0-0 is where it all starts off. So day one, you can spawn in the server, and you're going to be met by this rule book, so you can read through and see what's expected of you. If you need to get in armor stand books, you can do all these fancy things with armor stands, much like on Hermitcraft we have the data pack for that. They did here as well, and you can see this is also storing all of the iron and everything like that they had, because they went a little crazy with the iron farms, and they built quite a few. I believe this was taken on by one of the moderators here on the server named Sorn, and yeah, he went to town. He's got a ton of cells here. I think there's over 300 villagers present. Of course, initially tried to do the, a Tango Tech design. I don't know which one they tried to do. But due to some of the plugins and things that we run here on the server to make sure that we have, semi-lag-free experience and able to do moderation correctly and all that kind of stuff, it didn't make Tango's iron farm work properly. So yeah, they ended up going old school and doing all these villager cells, and that's a lot of them. They had plenty of iron for the whole server. Also had some other fun features here. We had some custom villagers that were selling like member heads and stuff. So here we got some of the members of the server, so you can kind of go through, and they had them all alphabetized, which was pretty awesome. If we cross the way here, I think we're going to see another one, which says it is Hermitcraft #1 fan. If we take a look, here we go. I love how this one says professional Minecrafter, and then we go one more, and it's just Skizzleman. No professional there. Weird. Anyway, so yeah, pretty cool. This is a cool way to start your first day on the server, to be met by this structure here. And then from there, they had a little boat dock that you could just take a boat and head off to what they called Spawn Town. And even before we reach Spawn Town, we are met here by a nice game of volleyball, some beach volleyball being played. And this is a cool demonstration of what you can do with all the armor stands and the armor stand book. And yeah, pretty nice scene set up here. But we're going to head on into here. This is actually like a spawn village. It was a starter area. Day one, it's kind of where we all headed to. I remember the day of the launch. We all kind of just came into this. There was a village here, transformed it into what you see here. Lots of little starter farms and everything like that, as you can imagine, going on day one. And there was some sort of crazy redstone thing that just went off. I saw a flash over there. Sounds like a chicken farm. And yeah, lots of cool stuff. They transformed this village little by little, and you can see a map of the place here. And we're down on the bottom right, all that desert area. So lots of little stuff being built around here. And then we head into the actual spawn town right here. And so this is where a lot of people would just settle in and make starter houses and things like that. Just a little town, a community town to live in. And I believe if we make our way through, there might even be some shops and things that we can see going on here. It's starting to get nighttime, but that's okay. We've got a nice big sheep farm. I think this is just a community sheep farm. Yeah, public sheep farm, and we kept trying to keep the numbers down, but yet also, enough to get amount of wool that you would need and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. There's a lot of nice buildings here, very different styles all in this town, which is pretty cool to go through and see all the different building styles of the patrons. And every once in a while I would come through and just kind of look at some of these and get some inspiration. So let's see, who do we have here? We got Mom Rick's house here, and yeah, nice small little plots of land here that they could claim in the town and just kind of do their thing. Also nice ravine to cross. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, we're just going to make our way through the town, just get an idea of all these different builds. Like I said, different styles. You got modern style over here. Let's see if it even says who it is. It doesn't, but there is, you can see some pixel art that somebody spent a lot of time on to get their skin, their head there. Let's see if it says right here. If I point at the eye, I can probably turn that on, and will that help? Oh, there we go. I got to back up a bit. It's Osiris's place. There you go. All right, I was trying to keep this off so you guys could see as much as possible. But we're going to go through here even more, and lots of beacons around the place. These patrons, they definitely did the grind and got all the things. So here's kind of an overview of the map. You can see, looking down on some of this stuff, look at that. You can actually see like a piston head. How cool is that? And then here's a bigger map. This is max zoomed and or out, I guess you would say. You can see just how big the world is, and it's so zoomed out that you can see little dots, and you can see like, okay, somebody probably lives there. You can barely tell, but down here you can kind of see, oop, there's some pixel art and stuff that was being done in the ocean. So pretty cool. We continue down the road here. It looks like there was a tag game that was done at one point, and this is probably a monument to kind of remember everything that was going on in the tag game. Let's go inside here and take a look. So press the button if you lose the tag. Oh my goodness. All right, so here we go. Yeah, kind of, maybe this is the order of events that happens. You have Osiris here doing the, oh, I guess you could say he's shameful pose there, hiding his face, but I was going to say he was dabbing, which would be about the same thing as being shameful. Anyway, so take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Not messing around there, even giving up a trident for the thing. Oh, look at Thorns. Oh, knife to the heart. Oh my goodness. Tagged by Magpie. This is great. They kept track of how it happened even. Pretty cool little monument. Tag game, I know, on Hermitcraft was a lot of fun. So they kind of they had the same thing going on. They did a lot of community events here on the Patron server. They had a lot of fun. So, and I'm sure they're going to be doing all that again in Season 5 and more, keeping that community vibe going. A lot of things planned. As we head over here, I believe this is more of the shopping area, and so this has got a lot of cool stuff. Easy way to let somebody else, you know, mine all the resources or do all the resource gathering, and then as long as you can afford, you know, to buy the stuff with diamonds, I believe their currency was probably diamonds. Yeah, 2 diamonds for a book. So yeah, that's pretty standard, I guess. And they had some good books for sale. It's no iTrade, but yeah, of course they had it. Anyway, so yeah, we go through. There's a lot of cool builds in here. A lot of the shops were actually kind of built out of, you know, something that would designate what it was for. Look at that. Look at the banner detail. That's great. We go into iTunes, which I approve of the name, of course, and you could buy music discs and things like that. So a lot of different things in here as well. Pistons, obviously, that's probably going to be a redstone shop. This looks to me like similar to what Izuma did on Hermitcraft Season 6. And so, yeah, kelp shop, of course. Makes sense. And a lot of cool builds, modern builds here. This is a little ocean monument replica. I'm sure you could get all your ocean monument goodies in there. Pandas, right? Pandas for sale. Looks like, were they selling actual pandas? I gotta see this now. Welcome to Pandas. One-stop shop for all your needs. Are they seriously selling pandas? What? Okay, so maybe not. I mean, you can't store a panda in a chest, so interesting. Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. And look, I got a buddy hanging out just outside here. Oh, the chest, huh? There may be just many different things in there. Oh, I do see... How do we get in there? I do see a green in there. It looks like a redstone door of sorts. Okay, there's pressure plates. Green hanging out in here. Name tags, all different sorts of things. Shulker boxes. Okay, so they are selling pretty much anything and everything you can think of here on this server, which is cool. A lot of really cool builds, as I said. I'm going to go into the Nether because the Nether Hub that they did was absolutely amazing. You guys got to check this out. So we're going to start in here, but I want to get to the main part of the hub. You can see they have the iceways all the way through the Nether Hub. Everything is decorated, spawn-proof, everything that you would expect of a Nether Hub, and there are branches everywhere. But what I really want to find is the middle. Everything spawn. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. You can see. Yeah, you might be getting flashbacks of Hermitcraft Season 6. That's because this is where I actually was inspired to get that design from that we used for the Nether Hub, the Sky Hub in Hermitcraft Season 6. I came on the Patron server and I looked at this and I said, that is so cool. I want to do that. And so that's where we ended up doing as the wings on the Hermitcraft server as well, thanks to my patrons' creativity. I borrowed or stole with pride, if you want to call it that. Anyway, this part is the part that I am really in love with. Look at this. We've got just an amazing ceiling. Lots of light in here to lighten up the place. You know, the Nether's always a dark place. But the ice and then the mirrored look. So it looks like everything's kind of mirrored underneath the ice. I have always been in awe of that, of using that design. And yeah, this must have taken an incredible amount of time. Just look at the amount of space in here, the details of the chandelier, and all the tunnels have different themes. So you can see just by, there we go, little hiccup there. Just by looking at the tunnel, you can kind of tell what it is. And obviously this is the one that I borrowed the most style from there. But pretty neat. They did a really excellent job with the Nether Hub. Not only is it functional, it is a beautiful looking hub. So here's something I always love to show off when I'm talking about the Patron server. I included this place in a few videos already, including the announcement for Season 5. But this place is really awesome. We call this Moderator Island, and we got some great builds on here. And what they tried to do here was use a lot of the armor stands and just make sure that every patron was recognized here is in these builds. Unfortunately, we did get quite a few armor stands in the area, and it is pretty laggy when you come here because, yeah, there's just armor stands they'll cause lag when you get enough of them. So, but you can see here, pretty cool to be able to recognize all the different patrons here, and also, did I make Phantom Spawn or something? I'm hearing something. Anyway, so yeah, they did a lot here, and it's just amazing builds as well. So not only did we get a chance to recognize all the patrons here, but you can see some artwork. I believe that one was done by Ryder over there, some pixel art on the island over there, the lava island or volcano island, whatever we called it. We got some amazing hotels. I believe this hotel over here was done by Aaliyah, and Soren did a lot of the work on the armor stands, putting them all over the place. Basically, he was taking on a name for himself, kind of like Mumbo does on Hermitcraft for being the lag generator of the server. So there you go. But just take a look at all these details in these builds. I don't know how the moderators actually found time to do the building themselves when you know, they're always on the server making sure everybody's getting along and happy and knows what's going on and claiming plots properly and all that kind of stuff. So not only do they manage to keep everybody in check and in line and knowing what's going on, but they also found time to build stuff like this. I think this is another Aaliyah build here, and this hotel is amazing. And let's see, I think it's even got names and stuff like that. So this is the Venice Hotel, and I think I have some fun facts about this. So it was a high-end motel inspired by a skyscraper that was supposed to be built in Venice, but was canceled. And so there's a lot to look at here. There's a tennis court going on. Of course, again, we got the armor stands happening. We have a whole reception area. You can see the parking lot, and there's a reception area in the front here with the check-in and everything. You got a book, I guess, to check in on. There's multiple floors, of course. It's a skyscraper, so you do have functioning elevators as well as stairways too, if you want to just take the slow route to get around. But yeah, as you go up, you can see every floor is actually properly decorated and has cafes and bars and shopping centers and all that stuff. A restaurant, everything you would expect to have a hotel. There was no stone left unturned in this build. Leah really went to town on it, which is awesome. So amazing job there, Aaliyah, and anyone that helped you. If I left your names out, I apologize for that, but this really turned out absolutely fantastic. All right, so now I want to check out some of the members' bases going on here, and I'm going to start here. This is Paza's base, Paza 404, I should say. And look at this, it definitely has an interesting decoration here. I like that came in with the, I guess, the concrete powder and concrete green to kind of give this mountain a whole different look that I think looks really, really cool. Keeping some of that stone in there as well, but just adding that green to it, that splash of color. Really awesome design there too. Got a lot of different things going on here. Got, it looks like villager farms. Oh yeah, it's using the pigmen, very smart. And yeah, lots of little stuff. I actually don't know how to get in the base itself. Let's see if we can find it. Let's go through here. It looks like just a lot of caverns, a lot of crevices to go through here. But just going around the base and doing all this decoration must have taken a long time. And it looks like also blocking the snow was a thing. So I had to do all the glass above there to make sure that it wasn't going to be snow all over top of all this design. So very smart move there. I don't know if there's like a secret entrance or not. Let's just do this. Let's go game mode spectator, and then we'll be able to clip through the mountain here and get an idea. Oh my goodness. Wow. So as we go into the mountain, first of all, it looks like the entire inside was covered with nether brick, which is an extreme amount of work if you think about it. That is insane. And look at this. This looks awesome. It's like a little, I don't know what you would call this, like a lake town inside a mountain. This is, wow, this is truly unique. I've never seen anything like this before. Positive. That is an incredible job here. So it looks like this is the actual proper entrance now that we've been through here. So enter with care here, as you gotta kind of come through this demon-looking guy to get in here. It's populated by villagers. They got their own little town going on. Just let the villagers be roaming free. That is pretty neat. And then look at this bridge. Now that's a scary bridge. I would definitely be scared to cross that in real life. But that comes to this other mountain, kind of connect the two mountains together. Look at that view. That is spectacular. Now I want to show you a build that I know took this member all season to do, because it is a ginormous build. Had to dig out a whole area. You could see here how much was dug out. You can tell just by looking at the mountain next to it. And then all this being built up, and you can tell the materials used, yeah, that wasn't going to be easy to obtain. It was going to be a big grind. But this is a Quidditch Arena, so those of you not, familiar with how it works in Harry Potter, basically you fly, so it's a Elytra-based game. You fly to the middle here, pick up an item. I'm not sure what item they use this season, but this was done by Zace. Steve Zace on the Patron server. You pick up an item, you'd fly over to your opponent's kind of goal here, and then the idea is to drop the item and get it into there, and that kind of counts it as a point. And then there would be a scoreboard that would tell you who won, and I'm not sure what how high you need to get in score, but basically you play until somebody reaches the score that needs to be reached, and that team is the winner. So you can see there's two different teams like yellow and orange here, and this is actually the second time that Zace has built this Quidditch game on the Patron server. Did it also in season 3, I believe it was, and I got a chance to play it, and it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, this build basically wrapped up right as the season ended, so we never got a chance to play it. But wow, it is just an amazing feat of a build, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave the season without this getting recognized. So good job, Zace, on this, and so sorry that it didn't get a chance to actually get played. So amazing builds wasn't all that was done by the patrons here. Also, taken after my favorite thing in Minecraft, they did a lot of farming, and of course there was always a lot of grind behind the farming. And as you can see here in the Nether, they dug out an enormous area here in order to get a super efficient wither farm going on. He even decorated it with my logo and everything, but look at this, all the way bedrock to bedrock basically, and decorated as well to look good. Beacons all over the place, and then you've got your wither skelly farm here that's going to get you a lot of wither skeletons to supply all the beacons to the server. And this thing was just cranking them out, I'm sure. Don't have it running at the moment, but look at this. They have such an enormous build. Just all this digging must have just taken so many hours of effort, and they just put in that work. They get down and dirty here and just really get going, and they work together. Of course, it wasn't just one person, it was a community effort, and that's what I love to see, is the community vibe here on the Patron server. And I'm sure it's going on in season 5 already. If you do want to be part of it, if you like what you see, if you kind of like the idea of being part of something like that, of course there's a link in the description to my Patreon campaign, which will explain what you need to do in order to become part of that and join the private server and be part of this community. But oh my goodness, this is awesome. I just love this tunnel as well. Alright, so I am in the Nether still, on my way to the base of Osiris, and you can see there are many different portals to choose from, and this one's caught my eye right away. They did the pixel art for the Naked and Scared logo. That is great, and not sure what's through there, but you can see got a main base, potato carrot farm, drown farm, lots of stuff going on in here. I want to take one of these portals. Let's see. Yeah, main base. This is what I want to see. So let's go into creative so we can get through the portal, and then we'll check this out. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Again, kind of with the mirrored look in a way. Actually, it's not quite mirrored, is it? There's definitely something different underneath. But yeah, we can go through here. Oh my goodness. This is great. I love the style. Of course, quartz as well. Got to build with quartz, and mixing it up with the dark prismarine looks amazing. Here we got a hall of heads. It seems like Osiris has collected every single head on the server, including, looks like, all the hermits as well, which is awesome. This is pretty cool to see all the different types of heads you can get. That must have taken a long time to get and a lot of trading to get as well. to buy those from the villagers. I think actually they were using like dragon eggs or something. Look at this. We got a little security camera. This is telling me that yeah, something's beyond this door here. Let's go take a look and see what it is. Looks like we got the map room. So this is all done on a mushroom island. Very smart, so you don't have to worry about actual mobs unless you want to bring them in yourself. Yep, that is an actual mob. Okay. And then we got some scenes going on. Oh my goodness. Got some ender crystal in here. Got to be careful with that. Look at this. Got some computers. More pixel art must have been done to create this Windows desktop looking art there. That's awesome. Gonna continue my way outside here. It's nighttime, but I think it's gonna look good in the nighttime because of the lighting that it's got going on. A lot of natural firelight going on, and it's kind of meant to be dark. It looks like it's got a kind of nether looking build going on out here. A lot of custom trees that have lost their leaves, and that is pretty cool. Hot air balloon I see over here above a farm of some sort. It looks like a sugarcane farm, and what else we got here? We got some more farms here going on. Looks like a melon and pumpkin farm going on there. And this hot air balloon looks pretty cool. It is docked, I guess, or mounted to the ground at the moment, so you can board it. But let's take a little bit of a look above the island, just kind of appreciate all the different builds that went on here. I'm sure there's a lot more going on under the ground that we could take a look at, but yeah. We would be here all day, I think, if we were hitting every single thing that every patron did. So unfortunately, I'm going to miss quite a bit, I'm sure. But you can just get it, you can imagine how much more is going on based off of what we've seen. So as we've been going around the server, we've seen a lot of these custom maps in the item frames, and a lot of these were done by Rill, one of the moderators on the server, and this is the area that he does it in. And so I just wanted to show this off because this is an insane amount of work that had to been done in order to create these maps, and he's got a whole bunch of different ones that are really interesting. And this one caught my eye over here. Is a Happy Holidays one. It looks like a double, no, it's just a regular one, but look at the detail in this. There's even like, you can see it's even like 3D in a way to help create the image the way it's supposed to be. And then there's some camouflage and all sorts of different things going on here. Real had a shop that he was selling these in, and so I bet he made an absolute killing selling these. Just look at some of this stuff. Breaking news, pillagers terrorize local. Oh my goodness, this is really well done. All right, I'm coming up on a massive build of that tuner guy 86, and that is a haunting sight to come up on. My own face floating in the sky here in the middle of his base. This looks really cool though. Got a lot of fire going on. We're getting a little bit hitchiness, I think, because of all the particles from the fire. But let's go inside and back in spectator mode so I can kind of just fly through stuff pretty quickly. And oh my gosh, there's paying homage to some awesome things that have taken place because the man here on the Skyblock Island. And I must have already fallen off or something because I don't see me. But yeah, this is really cool. Telling a story with some scenes around the base, it looks like. That is awesome idea there. We got the little tiny villager trading hall, which is great. And I'm just going to fly around. I didn't pre-screen this area or anything, so we're just going to be kind of seeing it as we go. Got some villagers, a lot of villager stuff going on. They all know how much I love working with villagers, so I see them doing that as well, which is pretty inspiring. And this is all part of here too. You can see he's got his name on the ground, Tuner, and ooh, big old wither statue floating in the sky there. I'm going super fast here. I need to slow my speed down. Sorry about that. And let's go through here. Some furnaces. Just got himself a nice base here. It's actually really big. And yeah, these walls here, just to build up all these walls and then fill in the space would have been one heck of a challenge. But it looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I did not see this. I'm glad I flew over here. That is awesome. Yeah, it looks like on each side he's got something going on. Let's see. Okay, so there's nothing going on over here except for some skelly horses. Those are still cool. I know that he was still in the middle of working on it when the season ended, so pretty cool looking base. Got a lot of the skulls and stuff on the ground. Got yourself some captured wither skellies. That couldn't have been easy to do. This is something I want to show off. It's not a base per se, but this is a mini game that's done by Think Deep, where you go through and you have to find secret buttons and work your way through a bit of a maze. And so somewhere in here is a secret button, and you kind of have to figure out where it is. And there's a lot of places where it could be hidden up in the stone. redstone and things like that. I'm cheating, of course, right now because I'm in spectator. But somewhere we're going to see some redstone that's going to trigger. Yeah, there it is. And fire open a door. Let's see. So there's the cheaty button kind of in here. You can see it would have been very difficult to find. You would have had to work your way up and here. And I already lost it, see? So they are pretty difficult to find. It is a fun game. I actually played it one time on stream on season 3, I think, and it was super fun. And Think Deep does an amazing job with the mini games. So I just wanted to show that off, something fun to play on the server. That anytime you get kind of bored of building or whatever, Think Deep always had a mini game for you to play. It always has some amazing redstone and stuff behind it, and just well thought out, challenges. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Another fun thing that the patrons can do on the server, as well as a hedge mage, it looks like. So it looks like there's a hedge mage maze in here as well that you can play and try to get through. I almost missed this, but I'm glad I flew up a little bit. That is cool. Yeah, mazes are always fun, of course, and I could see somebody spending maybe an hour to try to figure out their way through this one. It's huge. All right, we've arrived at another base. This is Mr. Chappell's base, and he's got an ice skating rink in here, which is cool. So one day we were doing a patron stream, and we came up with an ice game, like an ice hockey game, and it looks to me like this may be a reminiscent of that, or just maybe a fan of ice hockey. You can see he's actually got all the floor markers under the ice, which is really cool. Nice build here, nice big stadium. A lot of things going on. You got some mob farms and things. It looks like old Mango's Flushing mob farm. And because I'm the only one on the server and I'm in spectator mode, you're not going to see the mobs spawning. Also have a nice house here with the modern style. I guess it's got a garage and everything. Cars parked inside, everything you would expect in a house, including a kitchen. And there you go. You could see the use of some of that art. This is probably something that Real made. I think we did see it when we were over there. Yeah, look at that. So you got your refrigerator. I was wondering how this all came into play when I was looking at it. It's your oven, it's your refrigerator. That's all done by item frames and pixel art that we saw from Real. Oh my goodness, that really makes a difference. Got some more up there. There we go. Wow. what a cool use for doing those pixel arts to really make your decorations look like they are actually something like a refrigerator and a furnace. And then we of course have some more just regular wall art to kind of get away from some of the standard vanilla stuff. That is pretty neat. Let's come out of here. We got a Nether War farm, so some farming being done as well, which I always love to see. And then we got a huge building over here. I can't imagine what's inside here. Let's take a look. Oh, got the Naked and Scared season 14 art. We'll come in here, and I believe that is Mr. Chappell's skin, if I'm not mistaken. That's his head skin. And we'll come through here. Okay, so yeah, pretty large base, pretty large area. Looks like he's got all the things stored away nice and neat. Probably does a lot better job of keeping things organized than I do. Map of the place so you can get a nice good view of how big of a piece of land he had. And a lot to work with here, and it looks like he definitely went to town, spent a lot of time on the server. I do know there's some really cool stuff on the other side of the portal there as well. Had his own kind of little mini hub there. And what else we got here? I think we saw that Nether War farm. Is there, oh, this one. This is what I wanted to see. What is this? This looks to me like... Oh, tree farm? Or no, it'd be the chorus fruit. Yeah, right? Yeah, the chorus fruit farm. Very cool. So I think it's doing that same thing. I think Mumbo built something like that on Hermitcraft, so you guys kind of know how that works. Pretty neat here. And what biome is this? This is a nice looking biome. Actually, I think if I hit F3, will it say we are in a mushroom field? So that is why the grass is so green. That is cool. All right, last but not least is Cherry. This is Cherry's base, and I just wanted to come here because I actually really love this style. This style is very inspired, something that I've never been able to build properly in, and so I've been afraid to kind of tackle this style. But yeah, I got a lot of the little houses kind of all mixed in together, and they all just have the same style, which I absolutely love. It kind of connects the whole place together, makes it feel kind of like a little town is going on in this kind of desolate area, I guess you would say. There's some things going on over here as well. I'm actually not sure if this is part of Cherry's area or not, if we're starting to get into somebody else's, but I want to stick together over here. And also these hot air balloons are really cool. I've never tried to tackle one of these before, but yeah, this place is looking great. Let's see. I'm going to try to sneak in one of these places and see. So we got a bunch of animals. This is kind of like the barn going on. We've got, oh, I love the cherry banner as well. So we got a parrot in here, some animals kind of hidden, stashed away. And decorations are absolutely amazing around here. A lot of details to take in, and I'm flying through a little too fast probably for everybody to fully appreciate all the details that have gone into these builds. But let's see here. I am thinking there's probably some hidden stuff. I definitely want to go into this house. This house looks like a lot of effort was put into it. And so let's go into here. And oh my goodness, yeah, look at all these banners. And using the what do you call that stuff? The hardened clay glazed terracotta. There it is. It took me a while. I don't typically use it a lot, but she found a very awesome. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay, talk about detail. Now I'm in spectator mode, so you can kind of see the armor stands that went into this, and you can see that we got some like bouquets and stuff just sitting on the table there. That is pretty cool. A lot of armor stand detail in here. Oh, and I love the ceiling as well. Very nice, very nice. A lot of banner work. A lot of banner work. Yeah, just I don't have the patience myself to mess with these armor stands the way that we got going on here. But you can really see what they do for you. They give you a chance to add a lot of decoration here. Looks like a what do you call those things? The fork, the fork thing. Oh my goodness, is stuck in the ground there. I wanted to say pickaxe, but that's not right. See, my brain just couldn't put the two words together. Pitchfork. I said fork. I said pickaxe. I was close. Pitchfork. There it is. All right, brain. Thank you for being slow. Anyway, let's just quickly peek underground, see if there's anything going on here. I don't want to miss. It does look like, oh my goodness, is this? Okay, so this may not be Cherry's build, but it looks like somebody did actually do a ton of work. Oh, it is. Okay, so this does. Okay, she's got a lot going on underneath. Again, way more organized than I am. And yeah, there is a big underground build going on here. And I love the style, like I said before. Oh, even got a little aquarium looking thing. Got some fish in there. This is really cool. This is really cool. It's like from the outside, you can't really tell how much is going on. And then you start to go into these tunnels and it just goes on and on and on. And that is amazing. This must have taken an incredible amount of time. You've got some farms going, trading hall, got everything you need. Villager breeder, of course. Oh my goodness. And we got, yeah, kelp farm. Yeah, all the things are being done in here. This is absolutely amazing. I'm glad I snuck under the ground to make sure I didn't miss this. All little farms tucked in the small space here. I mean, it's not small, but all the farms are just organized neatly, I think. And I'm just going to do the cheaty thing. You can see we got a whole bunch of branch finding going on all over the place. Of course, it was going to take a lot of resources to make these builds, but just look at the size of this underground space that is being taken up. That is super cool. So I'm sure I missed about 300 or 400 other awesome builds here on the Patron server. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. I tried to get to as many as I could, but this video is getting absolutely long, and I just wanted to show off some of the amazing talent that is here on the Patron server. So again, guys, if you are interested in becoming part of this, details are in the description. My Patreon campaign, go to patreon.com/impulseSV. It explains how you could become part of this. We just kicked off Season 5 just about a week or two ago, and it's brand new. It's a brand new world. So it's a good chance, if you're interested, to come be part of something like this and become part of an amazing community. Awesome moderators, family friendly, totally inviting, and yeah, just a lot of fun. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck with me this long and were able to see all these builds, thank you for doing so. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. And with that said, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.